Welcome back, Minties. The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and as promised, today I'm going to be looking at trade paperbacks, epic collections, and complete collections for the Marvel Fall Catalog of 2019. We have a lot to cover, so please stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Now, before I start, I would again like to give a huge shout out to my boy Brooks that found a lot of these, so thank you, Brooks. Now, before I get started, we're going to probably see some more surprises by the end of the year. Marvel always likes to sneak in an omnibus or an epic collection here and there. So this isn't finalized. This is just the Marvel 2019 Fall Catalog. And so like I mentioned, epic collections, trade paperbacks, and complete collections. We got quite a lot. Now some information, they don't even know what is going to be collected. Some don't have any covers. Some don't have... some don't even know the creative team behind it, so this is going to be pretty interesting to look at. Let's look at the Epic Collections first. So, kicking it off with Avengers Epic Collection, The Gathering Strike. This should be Volume 24, and comes out December 24th. So, this collects Avengers 360 to 366, Annual 22, the Strike File, Anniversary Magazine, Avengers The Terminatrix, Objective 1 through 4. So, this is the leather jacket years, Bob Harris. We've had a volume 22 and 23. So actually, as a matter of fact, I think we just had one recently that came out that was Fear the Reaper. So it's nice that they're collecting these. And then we also have the Operation Galactic Storm. So they're tying it in. They're covering a lot of things. I love epic collections, because unfortunately there's no omnibus of this stuff during that time. Avengers West Coast Epic Collection, Lost Space and Time, October 1st. This should be considered Volume 2, so this is West Coast Avengers 8 through 24, Annual Number 1, and Avengers Annual 15. The Conan Chronicles Epic Collection, Return to Cimmeria, October 15th, collecting Conan 40 through 50. That's the remaining of the Kurt Busiek stuff. And then Conan the Cimmerian, kicking off the new series. So it seems like they're doing the Conan books in chronological order. Daredevil Epic Collection, A Woman Called Widow, November 15th. No information whatsoever. No cover, nothing. Maybe Volume 4. I mean, that's one of her early appearances, so perhaps. Defenders Epic Collection, The End of All Songs, comes out December 31st. Collecting Defenders 138 through 152, Gargoyle 1 through 4. So this might be like Volume 8, Volume 9 maybe, just based on those numbers. I'm just taking a guess here, and I'm sure the solicitations will be updated too. Doctor Strange Epic Collection, Triumph and Torment, November 5th. This has a lot of good stuff, considering one of my favorite graphic novels of all time. This has Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme 1 through 13, Marvel graphic novel Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom, Triumph and Torment. Hell yes. That is an amazing, amazing graphic novel if you have not read it. That alone is worth buying this epic collection. Fantastic Four Epic Collection, The Mystery of the Black Panther. Comes out September 3rd. This should be Volume 4. Collecting Fantastic Four 53 through 67, Annual 4 through 5, and material from Not Brand Ek. Never know how to pronounce that. You guys know how to pronounce that? 1 and 5. Now, this has been previously collected in, I think, Omnibus Volume 2. So if you own Omnis, no need to get this. Incredible Hulk Epic Collection, In the Hands of Hydra, coming out October 8th. And maybe this should be actually Volume 4. Collecting Hulk 118 to 137 and Marvel Superheroes number 16. I want to say it's going to be Volume 4. I'm not sure. Okay, so this was the previous book. This is Volume 3. And this collects all the way to Incredible Hulk 117. And this one, Hands of Hydra, starts at 118. So yeah, I was right. That is Volume 4. Power Man and Iron Fist Epic Collection, Doombringer, December 3rd. This should be Volume 3. Collecting Power Man and Iron Fist 90 through 107. Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, The Menace Revealed. Collecting Star Wars 19 through 35. Material from Dark Horse Extra 35 through 37. Star Wars Tales 13 and Dark Horse Presents Annual Number 2000. Right now, I think there's a price glitch on Amazon, so I'll put that link in the description down below, along with the link of the catalog too, by the way. So if you're a Star Wars Epic collector, or go and click on that link, because these books are normally $40, and I think right now when I saw it, it was like 15. By the time I made this video, by the way. X Factor Epic Collection Examinations. Okay, November 26th. This should be considered Volume 8, collecting X Factor 84 through 100, and Annual 8. So this should be the remaining of... Oh, actually, that's a pretty good chunk. That should be the last few issues of Peter David's run. Huh. None of that stuff later on had been collected, by the way, ever before. Especially leading to issue 100. X-Force Epic Collection Executioner Song, December 24th. This is Volume 2. Collects Cable, Blood, and Metal, 1 and 2. Uncanny X-Men, 294 to 296. X Factor, 84 and 84 through 86. X-Men, 14 through 16. X-Force, 16 through 19. And Strike Files, number 1. And the New Warriors, number 31. Where... oh, that's the Warpath and the Burial of the Hellions. God, this has been collected in the Executioner Song hardcover, and it's also been collected in the X-Force Omnibus Volume 1. In case you're wondering. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Omnibus Volume 2. At this moment, I want to take a second just to say, please don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. It does a lot for our promoting the videos and things like that. It makes our channel look better. And if you haven't subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. Thanks. Now, moving on to complete collections. I can't believe we're continuing complete collections, but whatever. We have Deadpool by Joe Kelly, Complete Collection Volume 1. So if you missed out on the Omnibus, or you want to try this out without going the more expensive way, this comes out November 19th, collecting issues 1 through 11, issue -1, Daredevil Deadpool Annual 97, and Amazing Spider-Man number 47. Now, the Daredevil Deadpool Annual 97, that's back when Marvel's decided to save money on annuals and had heroes, just 2 heroes or sometimes 3 heroes in one sharing an annual, so it can be considered both a Daredevil and a Deadpool annual. Let's see. Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman, Complete Collection, Volume 2. That's good. So they're going to keep going with this. Collecting Fantastic Four 579 through 588 and the FF 1 through 5. One I'm very excited about right here is Loki, Agent of Asgard, the Complete Collection. This is everything. I think this is Al Ewing's stories. Comes out December 31st, collecting Loki, Agent of Asgard 1 through 17, and then material from All New Marvel .1. Man-Wolf, Complete Collection, October 15th. I don't know where the hell this came from. And looking at this, it looks like it's just every appearance, or most of his appearances that he's had throughout the Marvel years. So Amazing Spider-Man 124 and 125, 188 through 190, Giant Size Superheroes 1, Creatures on the Loose 30 to 37, Marvel Premiere 45 and 46, Marvel Team Up 36 through 37. Let's see, Savage She-Hulk 13 through 14, Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 3. So it looks like it's going from the 60s to 70s. Not a collection for me, but maybe for you all. Mutant X, the Complete Collection Volume 2. Hell yes. This completes the remaining issues that we needed to finish out the story, where Havoc goes to another dimension after X Factor got canceled. But don't worry, he comes back to join the shitty-ass Chuck Austin run of Uncanny X-Men. Anyway, collecting Mutant X 18 through 32, Annual 2000 and 2001. This is one of the few Howard Mackie books that I enjoyed when he wrote X-Men, and one that, you know, I think you should check out. I think it's very underrated. Doesn't get a lot of love or talked about often. Tigra, the Complete Collection, another, what? Complete Collection, December 24th. This is interesting. Are these characters appearing in future Marvel movies? Speculators begin now. Tigra, the Complete Collection, December 24th, collecting The Cat 1 through 4, Marvel Team Up 8 and 67, Giant Size Creatures number 1, Marvel Chillers 3 through 7, Marvel 2 and 1 19, Marvel Premiere 42, Tigra 1 through 4. That's the only thing that makes sense so far, but whatever. Material from Monsters Unleashed 10 and Marvel Team Up 125. That's the original Marvel Team Up series. Tomb of Dracula, the Complete Collection Volume 3, so they're continuing this. I'm still on the fence about those Omnis. Tomb of Dracula 25 through 35, Giant Size Dracula 3 through 4, and Dracula Lives 8 through 12. Vision, the complete collection, November 26, collecting Vision 1 through 12. That's the Tom King Vision story. If you have not read it, it is quite wonderful. Except for his portrayal of my boy from Runaways. But anyway, not a review of that. So, What If Classics, the complete collection, Volume 2. November 12th, collecting What If 13 through 15 and 17 through 23. Anybody know why they would leave out number 16? It's kind of odd. I want an omnibus of this stuff. I want an omnibus of the classics, and I want an omnibus of the stuff from the 80s and 90s. What If is some of the best fun stories I've ever read. And finishing out the classics, or the complete collections, is X-Men Classics, the complete collection, Volume 2. Collecting classic X-Men 24 to 44 and material from Marvel Fanfare 60. If you own the omnibus, this can be a pass. If you want to check out the supplemental stuff, go for it. This is the way to do it. A cheaper route, get Volume 1. Now, moving on to the trade paperbacks. A lot of these have no pictures. A lot of these have no information what's in them or what's being collected. Hell, some of them are just classified right now. Such as Absolute Carnage. No idea when it comes out. So I'm going to kind of skim through these really quick. But if anything catches your eyes, maybe we can talk about it in the comments. So Absolute Carnage comes out. And then we have Absolute Carnage Classified A, Classified B, and C. So it's, I assume, collections of miniseries. I'm surprised they're not going the hardcover route with Absolute Carnage first. Adventures of Spider-Man, Radioactive, Adventures of Spider-Man, Spectacular Foes, Adventures of X-Men, Rites of Passage. I think those are the kids' books, if I'm not mistaken. Age of Conan, The Queen of the Black Coast. Damn, that cover's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what Age of Conan is it just a one-shot graphic novel? Let me know in the comments down below. Age of X-Man, Apocalypse and the Extracts, Age of X-Man, Prisoner X, Age of X-Man, The Amazing Nightcrawler, and Age of X-Man, The Extremist. I'm sure eventually we'll get some kind of hardcover collection, but some of these have been really hit and miss with me. Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, Volume 5, Amazing Spider-Man Red Goblin, Avengers by Jason Aaron, Volume 4, I'm slurring, why? Avengers vs. Fantastic Four, Black Panther Book 8, The Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda Part 3. Holy shit, that's a mouthful. Champions by Jim Zub, Volume 2. Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys Marvel History. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky, Volume 2. Has anybody been reading his run? I enjoyed his... he had that Spider-Man book he's having right now, and then his Howard the Duck. So if anybody's reading the Chip Zdarsky run, let me know. The Daredevil box set. Those turned out to be softcovers, so no thank you. For me, maybe you guys. Dead Man Logan Volume 2, Deadpool by Scotty Young Volume 3, Death's Head. Not sure if that's even classic Death's Head. Is that a new Death's Head? What are we looking at here? Death's Head 2, by the way. I love that shit in the 90s. Doctor Strange by Mark Waid Volume 3. I'm hoping that stuff will be collected in hardcover soon. Domino Hotshots, that's the Gail Simone stuff. Fantastic Four by Dan Slott Volume 3. Fantastic Four by Dan Slott Volume 4. This one actually has a title, Herald of Doom. Fantastic Four Prodigal Son. Not son. Son. Fearless. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Volume 2. Hit Monkey by Daniel Way. Bullets and Bananas. Hulk Incredible Origins. Interesting. I wonder if they're going to start a new lineup of Incredible Origins for these characters that have appeared in movies. So you can spend your money finding out how these characters first came to be. Marketing. Immortal Hulk Volume 4. Immortal Hulk Volume 5. I hope they continue the hardcover, so I'll keep that in mind and not pick those up. Invaders Volume 2. Iron Man Invincible Origins. Oh shit, maybe they are. Ironheart Volume 2. Ironheart Riri Williams. Journey to Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Good thing they revealed the title of that movie. League of Legends, Lux, Legends of Marvel, MODOK, Head Trips, Major X. Man, this character blowing up. So much so that the first appearance has gone into like 4th or 5th printing. I'm surprised they didn't do a hardcover for this. Marvel 80th Anniversary Postcard Book, Marvel Illustrator Sketchbook, Marvel Monograph, The Art of Ed McGuinness. Then we have several monographs. The Art of Ezad Ribic, The Art of Sarah Pacelli, The Art of Stuart Eminem, Marvel Rising Heroes of the Round Table, Marvel Team Up Volume 1, Marvel Visionaries Chris Claremont, Marvel Visionaries Jack... What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Those Visionary books, they got... Why are we bringing those back into print? Those books have been gone for many years, and they're creator-centric, and I don't like books like that, but maybe you all do, but whatever. Visionaries John Romita Jr. and Visionaries Steve Ditko. Marvel Postcards book. There's just better books out there that need to be collected, and we spend time reprinting some of this stuff that nobody bought in the first place. Or I'm sorry, nobody. I didn't mean that. 5 people bought. Marvel Spider-Man City at War. Miles Morales with Great Power. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur Volume 8. Hell yeah, that series is still continuing. My little girl likes that. Miss Marvel by Saladin Ahmed. Volume 1. Runaways by Rainbow Rowell. Volume 4. Savage Avengers Volume 1. Savage Sword of Conan. Conan the Gambler. Secret Warps. Shuri Volume 2. Silver Surfer Black. Spectacular Spider-Man, Lo This Monster, Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy. And as I mentioned earlier, if any of these pique your interest, maybe we can talk about it in the comments down below and figure out what the hell some of this stuff is. Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane, The Unexpected Thing. Not sure if that's a new printing of the stories from Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane. Spider-Man Postcard Book, Spider-Man Life Story, which is fucking phenomenal, by the way. The first 2 issues that I've read so far. Solid. Was hoping to get a hardcover. The Mini Host of Carnage, Star Wars Volume 12, Star Wars Age of Resistance Heroes, Age of Resistance Villains, Dr. Aphra Volume 6, Galaxy's Edge, and Star Wars Starfighter. Superior Spider-Man Volume 2, that's the new series. Symbiote Spider-Man, Thanos, To Be Determined. Punisher Volume 3, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl 11, Call Your Squirrel Friends, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, Powers of a Squirrel, The Unstoppable Wasp Unlimited Volume 2, Thor Volume 3, Tony Stark Iron Man Volume 3, Uncanny Origins Mutants and Monsters, Uncanny Origins Myths and Magics, Uncanny X-Men Hellfire Club, War of the Realms Amazing Spider-Man Daredevil, War of the Realms New Agents of Atlas, Strike Force, Punisher, Uncanny X-Men, and Venom. Not sure if that stuff will be later on collected in a hardcover or not. Write Your Own Marvel. Hey, it's a good way to get people to submit their applications. X-Force Volume 2, that's the new series. X-Men Milestone, Fatal Attractions, Milestone Inferno, Phalanx Covenant, Executioner's Song, and Extinction Agenda. This is the new series of trade paperbacks because, you know, epics aren't enough. Complete collections aren't enough. Let's confuse the shit out of more people by calling these milestones. Why don't we just reprint some of these omnibuses? Right? I mean, if collectors are serious, I seriously doubt an 8-year-old kid's gonna be like at the comic book shop, Mom, I really want to read the Inferno Saga, and this is a cheap way to read it. Sorry, there I go on my tangent again. Maybe I'll make a video of that one day. X-Men Reloaded by Chris Claremont Volume 2, House of M. This is collecting his 3rd return to the X-Men. Or I guess 2nd return. Who's keeping count? Starjammers by Dave Cockrum. I love that series. X-Men Summer and Winter. You know, I've seen, this is the 2nd Starjammers collection. If I'm going to speculate, I see the Starjammers showing up in movies later on. X-Men Summers and Winter. Okay. I don't even want to try to guess what that is because this could be a 15 to 20 minute long video just on X-Men Summers and Winters. And X-Men The Trial of Juggernaut. Now that is the follow-up to the horrible Chuck Austen run, and if you want to find out why that run is so shitty, please purchase these Chuck Austen books. And that looks to be everything in here. Again, the dates could change. Some of these could get canceled, but Marvel does a pretty good job. When they put the thing in the catalog, they're set in stone. We don't know a lot of information on a lot of these, so like I said, if you guys want to comment down below, let's start speculating, let's start talking about what some of these are. We don't have a lot of pictures. What other epics would you all like to see? Not a lot of epics. I wanted more, and I know it's, you know, probably the same amount of omnibuses, but I want epics, and I want like more Captain America epics, more Wolverine epics, more of that stuff that hasn't been collected previously. So let me know in the comments down below what kind of epic collections you all want to see, what kind of complete collections, since they've decided to keep continuing that line, or what kind of Marvel milestones, since that's a brand new damn line that they want to push. What kind of Marvel milestones do you want to see? And also, what reprinted trades or epics do you want to see? I know Silver Surfer's out of print. I know a lot of Avengers are out of print from the Epic line, so, you know, maybe maybe we could get Marvel to reprint some of those. That would be great. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. Thank you very much for watching and sticking through this 3rd part of the fall 2019 catalog. I had a lot of fun looking at this with you all and then talking to you all in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you enjoyed what you saw and you're not a subscriber, please think about subscribing. We are also on Patreon, where we have exclusive like videos and things like that. And yeah, if you think about joining that, that would be awesome. That will be put in the descriptions down below. Again, the description will also have the link to the catalog itself and also the link to that one Star Wars book, because I want people to get in on the cheap side. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint.